regarding the Power BI. Before explaining what is a Power BI and all, there are many people who are not from MSBI background or Tableau or ClickView background, freshly joined here today's session. For them, I just want to give a high level heads up what is a reporting. In a market, we have a concept called reporting or a reporting tools. What is a reporting is nothing but representing the data in the form of visualizations or with a proper structure. Proper structure. What do you mean by representing the data in the form of visualizations is nothing but as part of our organization, as part of our business process, we used to deal with a lot of data. Okay, so at that time, if I want to see how my business is going on or how my spending is going on, how it is going to benefit to my organization, in order to analyze that one, we have a lot of data will come every day. A lot of data used to come through different sources. That data, which is a raw data, we cannot analyze. We cannot, like if you have a 1 lakh of records or 10 lakhs of records or crores of records, I cannot find anything from that. So with the help of visualizations, we are going to analyze our business process very effectively. So the business user or the owner, he don't know anything about technical things. He don't know any about SQL or some other data science related concepts. In order to analyze the data, he don't know anything. He just used to spend the money, but he want to see how the business is going on. At that time, we have a concept called reporting. With the help of a reporting tools, we are going to visualize the data, and we are going to make the people, naive people, to make them understand with the help of reporting tools. So just give me a second. Many people are unmuted. Fine. So reporting is nothing but representing the data with respect to visualizations. Why we need to represent with respect to visualization is to make the naive people, the people who don't know anything about the technical knowledge, or the people who can't spend much time on it, to make them understand. For that, we have many tools in the market. Those we used to call it as reporting tools. We have many tools in the market. Those are SSRS, the Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, Spotfire, Crystal reports, Jasper reports. Like there are hundreds of tools are there. Out of that, we are going to discuss regarding the Power BI in entire our course. Before discussing a Power BI in a further level, understand one second. Okay, fine. So before discussing about a Power BI further level now, I'm just like wrapping up regarding this. What is the reporting? Reporting is nothing but representing the data in the form of a visualizations or generating through a proper structure. Let's consider a scenario like Crystal reports or Jasper reports. For all the working employees, we have pay slips will be generated, right? So pay slips will be generated. There is a one table, employee salary table or whatever the table in the back end. We need to generate a pay slips for all the employees. Okay, so audio is, your audio is not connected. One second, all. There are some people facing issues with audio. Manoj, Chandra. So all the people at the time of joining, you need to select a computer radio. Okay, call over internet, you need to select. Okay, Jahanavi, I hope you are able to hear me now. Fine. Okay. So before continuing regarding the Power BI, I'm referring that reporting is nothing but representing the data with respect to visualizations to make the naive people to understand. And as those people don't have an access on the database, or those people don't have a sufficient technical skills, or those people will not spend a time to generate a visualizations or analyze the data, there is a separate team called reporting developers who used to spend a time on extracting the visualizations, extracting the insights from the data. There we are using a concept called reporting. And there are two types of reportings are there. One is generating a structures, like as I said, like pay slips and all these kind of things, where we are going to follow proper structure, or we are going to follow up with the printable format of reports. All the crystal reports, Jasper reports are with respect to that thing, where you have a header will be there, footer will be there, page numbers will be there. We are going to generate prints from the data which is available on your backend. That is what SSRS, crystal reports, Jasper reports are going to do. And there are some visualization tools. There are some visualizations tools where those will not follow a structure, which is going to showcase the visualizations in easily understandable format. That is what visualization tools. Those two things you can consider as a reporting, and these are all the tools that we have in the market. Now we are going to use Power BI. We are going to discuss the Power BI as part of our course. Now understand what is a Power BI and what it is going to provide. I hope all are settled now. Understand from here very clearly. If you have any questions, please let me know. Power BI is a visualization tool from Microsoft. It's a visualization tool from Microsoft, and here it was came 2.5 years back, officially 2 years back officially. Power BI contains three components. Those are Power Pivot, Power Query, and Power View. Before starting explanation, just to follow from me, just to follow from here onwards, you will get a clear picture at the end of a class today, so that you can analyze much regarding the Power BI. Power BI is a visualization tool from Microsoft. It is just came 2.5 years back officially. It has three components. Those are Power Pivot, Power Query, and Power View. Power Pivot is nothing but this component. What it is going to do is it will allow us to connect multiple sources. It is supporting almost 50 plus sources. People who ever joined, please go on mute. Jai Chandra, fine. Okay, fine. So Power Pivot, what it is going to do is it will allow you to connect multiple sources of data, like SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, Excel. There are many sources are there. Power Pivot help you to connect that many sources. Almost 50 plus sources support is there. So it will allow you to connect multiple sources, and we can load the data. We can create relationships between the data. So, and here we'll create measures. What is the measures? You will get an understanding by tomorrow. So what Power Pivot is going to do is this component will allow you to connect multiple sources and load the data into Power BI. There you can create relationships. Technically, we used to call this concept as a modeling. Like modeling is a very big term, and Modeling is nothing but loading the data from a multiple sources and creating relationships between them. This is what a Power Pivot is going to do. Once you load the data and once you create a relationships, you can create a visualizations that we are going to do with the help of a Power View. What Power View is going to do is, with the help of Power View, we can create visualizations. So you can create a bar charts, pie charts, and you can decorate them. Okay, you can provide a background colors, you can provide a data labels, you can increase the fonts, and everything you can do with the help of a Power View. So Power BI contains three components: Power Pivot, Power Query, and a Power View. Power Pivot, with the help of Power Pivot, you can load a multiple sources of data and you can create a relationships, which we used to call it as a data modeling. Once you load the data and create a model, you can create a visualizations with the help of a concept called Power View. And now, what is a Power Query? Power Query is nothing but, if you are loading the data from SQL Server or Oracle or Teradata or any SQL related database, you can write a query that select a star from table name, or you can write a select a star from table name, join conditions, where conditions, having by, order by. You can write a query according to your requirement, and you can load only required data. At that time, you don't require a Power Query. But sometimes your data will come from a non-SQL source. Your data is going to come from a CSV file or Excel file, or your data is going to coming from a online source, where you don't have a control on the source which is sending a data, but you can read the data. At that time, the data will not be available in a data modeling required format. Data modeling is nothing but you need to create a relationship. In order to create a relationship, one-to-many or one-to-one data need to have. We don't have a data in our required format in sometimes. At that time, Power Query will perform transformations. With the help of a Power Query, you can do a transformations like all SQL operations can be performed in Power BI with Power Query. See, I am not a big organization, but I have some data. I want to create a visualizations. In order to create a visualizations, I cannot purchase like Power BI is a $10 thing. I cannot purchase a SQL Server or Oracle, right? So what I will do, I will download a Power BI and I will load the data. After loading the data, I want to create a visualizations. I need to construct a model. At that time, Power BI itself supports the SQL capabilities, so that you can transform or you can tune your data according to your requirement with the help of Power Query. So these are the three things which are available as part of Power BI. So Power BI is nothing but it's a combination of three things: Power Pivot, Power Query, and a Power View. Power Pivot is nothing but it will help you to load different sources of data and do a data model, which is nothing but creating a relationships. Power Query is nothing but, before constructing a data model, if you need to do some transformations, if required some transformations, that can be achieved with the help of Power Query, if you are coming from a non-SQL sources. And once you are ready with your data model, in order to create a visualizations, we have a concept called Power View. This is what a Power BI contains.